Hey, what's up, guys? So, this is my 5 months on T video. Technically, it hasn't been quite 5 months yet. It's Sunday right now, and it'll be 5 months on Thursday, but I'm probably not going to have time to make a video on Thursday, so I'm making it now. Um, as far as changes go, things have been pretty much the same, just getting really, really hairy. My happy trail is pretty intense now, which is exciting. My legs are so hairy. Even like the back of my thighs is getting hairy now, which is interesting. And like my hands, my arm hair is kind of starting to spread like right here onto my hand. So I'm basically just turning into an ape. Just hair everywhere. My voice I think has gotten a bit lower. I uh, I went to my aunt and uncle's for Thanksgiving because they're the only family that lives on the side of the country, and they don't they didn't want to tell their kids that they told them last time I visited that Eli was a nickname, and they did not want to tell them anything more than that. Um, and so this time they agreed to tell their older daughter. She's, I think, like 6 or 7. They told her, but they didn't want to tell their son, who's about 5 years old. And when I got in the car and was talking to them, little Noah, that's his name, looked over to me and he got really serious and said, "Can I tell you something?" And I said, "Sure." And then he kind of paused for a minute and said, "You sound like a boy." So I think my voice has gotten pretty deep for him to say that. And yeah, that whole visit was very interesting. I might make a video about it. But yeah, my voice is deeper. I'm actually starting to get real facial hair now. I have to shave every couple days. It's kind of awkward facial hair. Like my chin, it I have to shave every few days because it grows in pretty quickly. But um, it's very blonde and thin, and so if I don't shave it enough, then it gets a little too long and is really, really awkward. And yeah, it's mostly my chin and a little bit of a mustache, but all of it is very blonde. But I can feel it and it's there, so that's good. And then, yeah, my sideburns are starting to grow in a little bit more, but none of it's really super noticeable unless you are really looking for it. Um, Acne is really, really bad. Um, I don't really know what to do about it. I wash my face a lot, and I don't know, it's just always feels dirty, and yeah, I haven't quite figured that one out yet. Um, what else? My shoulders have continued to get a little bit bigger, I think. My clothes are fitting better. It's kind of all the same changes that it's been the past few months, just continuing more. And I'm trying to think if there's anything really new. Uh, yeah, I think those are pretty much all of the changes, and I don't know. I've, it's been this past month has been much less dealing with, or I mean, not dealing with. It's a good thing, but much less um, centering around physical changes and more just dealing with a lot of emotional stuff. I I don't know. I was really confused a few weeks ago about a lot of things, and I'm still sorting it all out. But I guess I'm really coming to terms with not identifying with the LGBT spectrum in any way at all. Um, I yeah, I just really don't identify with the term transgender. I don't feel trans. I don't identify as that, and I don't ever describe myself as that anymore. I really just feel like a guy with some physical abnormalities. And yeah, it's also been kind of frustrating lately though, because I really don't identify with being transgender, and so I guess a lot of things have just felt really off to me. I've been particularly dysphoric lately, which it's kind of odd in that I feel like I'm getting more and more dysphoric as time goes on, and I think when I say that, a lot of people jump to the conclusion that this must not be right, or I'm getting more uncomfortable with my body as these changes are happening. That must mean that these changes are don't feel right to me, and it's not that at all. The parts of my body that are changing to become more masculine are the only parts that I'm comfortable with. But I think as I have gotten a feel for how comfortable I can be with certain aspects of my body that are right now, it's just made me increasingly uncomfortable with the things that aren't right. So that's been really hard to deal with lately, and I haven't done a phenomenal job at dealing with it. So it's been rough lately, but I guess the past couple weeks I've really felt like when I look in the mirror, I'm starting to look like myself, which is a feeling that I've never really had before. I'm certainly very uncomfortable with certain parts of my body, and with I want things to happen faster, and I've been really frustrated with the physical things lately. But I do, many times walk by a mirror and see myself, and I'm almost kind of surprised at actually identifying with the person that I see. So, I mean, that's been really good. I've also been using urinals a lot more in public bathrooms, and that has really helped with the dysphoria. It just it's just another thing that makes me feel more masculine, and because at first I was really afraid to. I would get really nervous, and I would only do it when I was the only one in the bathroom, and I would get really nervous if anyone walked in. But I've been getting a lot more comfortable with it when there are other people around, and I guess when that happens, I feel like I'm proving myself as a guy, to myself in some ways. So, so that's been really good. But yeah, in general, things have just been kind of crazy, and this is getting pretty long, so I should probably stop soon. I might make a couple more videos today, just because I've just been thinking about a lot, and I have a lot to talk about. But yeah, so it's been almost 5 months. Oh, and the other thing is I scheduled my top surgery with Dr. Garamoni for May 24th, and I am very, very excited about that, and we'll probably make a video about it. So that's about it. Peace out.